listening to Plan B Podcast. The opinions expressed and shared on this podcast are of our own. Welcome to planb.sg.
Stop this right here.
Welcome to planb.sg. I'm Zari Ismail.
And I'm Darren Mark.
And I am Rahman.
So recently we received an email, long ass email,
Okay.
by one of our listeners about this racist Grab rider.
And okay, so the thing is, right, the race problem, if you remember, during COVID was like an all-time high. You were hearing like racist, high-profile racist cases.
Serious, eh?
Yeah.
What's it? Wait,
I can't remember.
not too long ago.
Yeah, this is like just within like 1-2 years ago. So like, remember like there was the flying kick against the Indian lady on East Coast. Dude, like shit got violent.
Legit. Yeah.
I mean, like, if I recall, I think that was one of the more like really higher stake stuff because like actual violence was involved.
Yes.
And like,
The lecturer guy.
yes, the lecturer guy.
my God, yeah, that was bad.
The Dave, I think Dave was the guy who got accosted.
The tudung issue.
Tudung issue was strictly speaking not
No, the
racial.
selling, the lady had to sell something.
Oh, thanks. Was it
yes,
thanks?
yes.
Thanks.
And then there was also one more. I can't. Sharon Liu on Twitter.
Why Sharon Liu? What's
There-
wrong?
no.
Who's Sharon Liu?
No, there was like a fake account. There was a fake account like.
Oh, Sharon. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Sharon Au.
Also got that lady on the train, remember?
Which lady on the train?
Who kept saying all the Malay people wanted to attack her.
Oh yeah, the crazy one.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, so during that period, there was like a huge like surge in.
No, got one more. The crazy guy.
Which one?
The one saying macam, go back to your country. You. There's this accent.
Oh. Was it the
I
sovereign?
can't remember that one.
No, sovereign.
it's
ah.
just
No,
different.
sovereign different. But I mean, basically, there was a lot of cases
Is it
like back
sovereign?
then.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it kind of went down after COVID. Like people basically started going normal
Behaving.
again.
Eased up again.
Yeah. But now suddenly got this guy.
Should I read the email or
Read, not the email, the message.
the email.
Just the gist.
It's an email.
Yeah.
Can you give the gist? You are better at this.
No, I mean, okay, so the gist of it is that basically this guy, like one of our listeners basically was ordering Wingstop, right? And then the guy who accepted the offer...
Shout out to Wingstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to buy some airtime here.
Even though Wingstop technically
Or
didn't
supply
have
us
nothing to
food
do with
weekly.
this lah.
For free.
It was the Grab guy who accepted the offer, and then because when he went to pick up the food, apparently he had to wait, and he wasn't very happy with that.
Yep.
And then he somehow made some leap to start attacking like Malays in general because the guy who ordered it was Malay, and therefore I don't know what the fuck the logic was lah. But basically, it just kind of went off, and obviously it was quite bad lah, and so the orderer got quite affected, and he sent it in to us.
Yeah.
And I mean, we looked at his IG, as in at this guy's IG, and people have actually asked us to publish also the name and account
didn't.
of. Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
But some other outfits did.
Yeah.
Wake Up did.
Oh.
I don't know if that's.
Wise on their part.
Yeah.
But that's their problem.
I mean, Wake Up has gotten into trouble for other reasons lately.
That's their brand. We gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, lah. But that's their choice.
Yeah.
But basically, kind of, people are unhappy. People are very upset. People wanted us to name and shame.
But we won't do that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's.
I will. My partners won't.
No, but I feel like it's one thing if you do it like as your own individual.
Yeah.
Like then you're aggrieved, right? And then you whatever. But like as a media company, I don't know if
we
I
have
don't know
a
if that's very,
responsibility.
exactly. I don't know if that's very wise to do as a media company.
No, but I don't get this guy's train of thought because
No, bro, like look at his IG. This guy clearly something wrong with him.
Oh, Chinese only something wrong.
Why you gotta play that?
That's what you said about the MRT lady.
Yeah, our
You
Chinese
said
know
the same thing.
mental health card.
You said that yourself off air.
Uh,
He was the one who said he looked at his
It's
IG and like
happening
something
too
wrong
often.
with
It's
this guy.
happening too
No,
often. Every
but-
single time a Chinese person gets involved in this, they're always like, "Oh, this person not mentally sound.
No,
That's why
but-
we should forgive."
No,
Apologies.
No, that should not be the case. The fact is, even if you're mentally whatever, like, why does your mental problem have to manifest in this way? Because I've had mental problems. You don't like just because you got mental problems doesn't mean you run around and being a fucker, right?
Yep.
Like,
So wait, more importantly, some listeners are really affected with the
and they ask
messaging.
what can they do.
Yeah, so you're a lawyer. You're going to be a lawyer soon. What can we do here in Singapore?
My police report lah. Send the
Technically
screenshot.
can, yeah.
Will it work?
Definitely.
So
bro.
what will the police do? What will the police do?
They have to institute.
Wait for 2 years
They have to
before-
start investigations.
No,
lah.
like the investigation. Like, don't forget, right? Like all the cases that we were talking about earlier, just now, like the attack, the what's it called, the
Yeah,
poly.
all got police.
Yeah, but that one got some violence involved.
No,
This one?
the lecturer didn't have what?
Yeah.
The lecturer was just a fucker, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because like I think it's Penal Code 289 or something like that. Like if you say something to wound the feelings of somebody else,
There's
on the
also
basis of race.
Sedition Act. There's also the MRH.
No, the MRHA is for religious harmony.
So this one
is
can be
racial.
classified as sedition.
There's racial. Okay, never mind.
No, racial one, not yet.
Wait, you've seen the screenshots. This one can classify under sedition.
Yeah, can. Not sedition lah, but
Sedition very high.
the penal code one, I think easily,
Yeah.
potentially. Yeah.
Okay, so what I know is that actually a new law is actually on the books. Not on the books, like it's on the way. Okay, are gonna come up with a new law. And like I know this because I attended some of the consultations, public consultations on this.
Are you allowed to
new
share
law.
these things?
It was public lah, so
Okay.
I assume so. And I mean, like it is on the record. Like I think because PMB.
Why are you invited to these things? Are you?
I mean, those
Are
circles,
you
what?
part of the machinery?
I mean, no. I mean, those circles were
He's
like
the gear stick.
this is the activist history of my of like,
Involvement lah, community
yeah lah,
involvement lah.
exactly. Like, because the religious part has always been there. Like the racial one technically also has been there in the penal code, but people don't know. Right now, I think what they're trying to do is to bring in a new legislation to specifically deal with racial harmony issues. Because I think people can see around the world it's becoming more of a bigger problem. Like it's not just in Singapore, but.
Hey, but I don't get his comment.
Why?
He said, "Dear Malay people, just because you love Wingstop, and just because you love to
First of all, not all Malay people love Wingstop.
Yeah.
that's
That's,
true.
yeah.
And
I've stopped eating Wingstop for quite some time already.
then he said, just because you love to wait. Why Malay people
No,
love to
nothing
wait?
makes sense, dude. Nothing makes sense.
If he would have spent some time working with me, he will know that I don't like to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and some more, I think he made the jump from saying that just because you like Wingstop or whatever, it means you're poor.
Huh?
He said something about poor. I saw in one of his posts.
Where did he learn this?
No, so like some people were quite affected, as in they were quite offended because they were saying like what the fuck? Wingstop's quite expensive actually. So what the hell are you talking about being like Wingstop being a poor man's
Then
food?
he said, I don't know what kind
I think
of things.
I think there's an ongoing stereotype in the States, especially about African American
Oh, and fried
people.
chicken.
Oh, and fried chicken.
and watermelon.
Grape juice.
that's a peddled stereotype
but-
in the States. But I think he watched too
Not
much
the
YouTube.
US, but yeah, I mean, I just don't know what the fuck this guy's on. Like, I wouldn't be too surprised actually if they find some
Malays,
other.
we like nasi ambeng.
Why you got a broad brush like that? I'm
Bro,
pretty sure.
actually Malay people are very
You better be
versatile.
careful.
Yeah,
in Malay.
I say very versatile. They can like nasi ambeng. They also can like the halal.
Dude,
Hokkien
everyone
mee.
is like that.
They also can like the yang chow fried rice. They also can like nasi biryani. They also like mee goreng mama. That's Singapore one.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, everyone basically like
Yeah.
the food thing. So the point is just, I think that this is quite timely. When I saw this, I was thinking like, wow, the people who are coming out with this bill are gonna be like,
No, you see, last time COVID time, we got an excuse. Everybody's pent up at home, frustrated, depressed. Everybody gets a bit, on the
like
edge.
NC, yeah.
What's the excuse
No,
now?
plus that was peak woke period, if you remember.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
was
true.
peak woke. Wokeness has kind of like
Died.
fizzled out already. Now all the works are focused on Palestine.
Oh,
Yeah.
So the question still remain: why Wingstop very slow?
Yeah, they have not really.
They have not come out. They should release a statement.
But what should
to
they?
address
What should they
this.
say?
They
So
will
we are
surely-
aware of ongoing situation, this ongoing online spat that happened. We condemn any acts of this. They should take a role and
They
step
should
up
make
and
it their problem because right now it's not their problem actually.
No,
but they should make it their problem.
they could give a statement. We
Yeah lah.
condemn any form.
Then they
of
win some
whatever.
brownie points by doing that.
Yeah.
Is it even proven that Wingstop is always slow for riders? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You got to ask riders.
Yeah, and I'm very sure it depends on the particular outlet. Right? Some places,
the branch. Sometimes the branch, the staff slow mo, you chill out.
and like I've learned my own lesson as a consumer. Like there's just certain branches that I just don't order from because I know they always fuck up my order.
Yeah lah, bro.
Like what? Name and shame.
I'm not gonna name and shame, but I know like in my area, I know like there are certain shops that I just won't buy from because I know like every single time there'll be some problem.
So I think one of the questions listeners will want to know, upon doing a police report for this sort of incidents, what do they got to expect? Like you got to come down to the police station, give your statement.
Yeah.
IO will call you
Yes.
out of
quite
your
leceh,
inconvenience.
Yeah. But the IO has to come to you lah, by right?
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
When you are witness in a crime.
But normally they ask to come down to the station.
Yeah.
So wait, so what? You can insist like
It's
say
not insist lah, but you can tell,
gently nudge like, oh sorry, I'm quite busy.
It's a bit difficult for me to go to there. Is there any nearer NPP near my house that you can meet me at? So that's a reasonable request.
Ah.
Then after investigation, what will happen? This guy will gonna call up.
he can get charged. Yes,
Depending
on
lah.
which charge they want to proceed on.
This one civil suit or what?
No
Or
lah, criminal.
This is criminal lah.
Yeah.
The poly guy got jailed, you know.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I forgot. What happened to the
It's not you
bodyguard?
forgot. You never read the news.
Wait, what happened?
Can't be, bro. We covered it.
Wait, he
No,
got jailed.
he got jailed. I think like a week or two.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because
Wasn't long, yeah.
it wasn't very long, but it was custodial sentence lah. Like
But
because
actually, I would expect Grab to come out with a statement.
Definitely,
Because
yeah.
this,
Grab definitely, yeah. Grab
yeah,
should.
so far we haven't heard
Actually,
from Grab.
Grab also should, counsel their riders, understand or come up with a better system to deal
Why
with.
Grab got a council? I mean, like if you are
No, because
from
it's not
Grab,
the first time he's on a racist tirade. So apparently,
Oh, is
according
it?
to some listeners,
Yeah.
this sort of tirade from him is not new.
oh,
No, bro, and of course Grab got to do something about it, bro. Counsel or whatever
just
it is.
suspend him lah.
Yeah.
Suspend his account now, yeah.
That's one option, of course. But to solve it, more importantly, they should have some guidelines. If you are a rider, for example, and you encounter a late order, what can I do? Like the fella he highlighted, he said not everyone can cancel.
Oh,
Right? So what can you do to alleviate to make sure this doesn't happen anymore? After all, you're charging an arm and a leg to make, another GCB for you to own, So at least get
Seems
good
that
service.
Grab got a lot of issue. That time we invited food delivery rider also.
Andy, right? Yeah.
Andy
This
shared
is,
a lot of things.
I have mentioned this before. I don't understand what the anti-competition commission is.
Yeah, lah,
doing.
but unfortunately, it's a bit too late for that. Like because they already arguably fucked up back then.
Yeah.
Like they've already taken root as monopoly.
Yeah, they are. It's like an intrinsic monopoly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's hope someone, we hope someone will make a police report on this. Because I
Yeah.
think some listeners were asking, did anyone make a police report? I mentioned no. So maybe
Not that we're aware of, like,
yeah, if any one of you have made a report, please furnish us.
But
with the
sometimes
details.
leceh, yeah.
Because we want to publish that story as
True,
well.
but sometimes
You wanna
leceh,
see it
right?
through, yeah.
No, but sometimes people leceh also. Like they feel like, why should I report? Like it's just gonna cause even more trouble for me. I might as well just move on with my life.
We should report because
I do it now. I can report online. Right? Easy.
That's
bro.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
So in other local happenings, about SQ.
Pretty big
Yes.
news. That one very big news actually.
what
If you are like awake at this point in time on a Tuesday night, you would be seeing it all over the news. Basically, there was an SIA flight that encountered pretty severe turbulence, and as a result of that turbulence pocket, I think 2 people have died so far that we know of, and I think almost up to 30 plus people are being treated in hospitals or hospitalized for injury. Some of them quite severe as well, because there was a very severe turbulence, and apparently the plane kind of had like a very rapid descent of 6,000 feet, which is apparently 1.8 km. That's a fucking lot. 1.8 km drop.
You'll
Dude,
be like,
yes, yeah. Like, can you imagine, like, if you're in a lift shaft, like,
Yeah,
1.8 km is, I don't know, it's probably at least like 10 around there, right? I would imagine.
10 stories.
I don't know if it's
I think
that
more,
high.
bro.
More?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
It's probably maybe 15 to 18 floors.
Like, it's scary for me, and because like I'm planning a like plane trip sometime later. So, like, I got scared, yeah?
Yeah,
Like, I've always been anxious when I get on a plane.
Bro, the other time I was sharing with you, I went on a flight. I was coming back to Singapore
Yeah.
from a flight from Jakarta.
Yeah.
And I was stuck in the air in Singapore airspace for about 1.5 hours because of
Why?
turbulence. The pilot the pilot descended like 3 times and could not land because the weather was so bad.
Also, he had to keep going
Yeah,
back
he went
up.
down and he pulled back up because the whole plane started shaking.
What the fuck?
And I thought I was gonna die, bro. I was like, I was grabbing my head, and not only that, I got claustrophobia. So I was like, oh shit.
Then the people around you?
Everybody like just sleeping, but I was going mad, bro. I was really.
People around you were sleeping.
Yeah.
So I think I heard from some people working in the aviation industry that the ones most affected in the turbulence are the ones in the level 3.
Oh, yes.
And also, these sort of occurrences, like especially turbulence for extended period of time, it is a very rare occurrence.
Yeah, it was like for 4 minutes, 3+ minutes. And like, I mean, so they were saying like people who were not seatbelted,
Belted,
or, like, I mean, you can only imagine, because like you saw the pictures, right?
Yeah.
Shit was not shit lah, but like things fell.
Nosebleeds and all that.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah, I mean, like you imagine hitting your head on, like really hard surfaces on with that kind of a drop. It's gonna be hard, yeah.
So we're hoping for those people who are injured to be treated.
Yeah.
And of course, condolences to the two passengers who have perished in these situations.
Yeah.
Unfortunate tragedy.
But I'm just very concerned because like flight, I mean, statistically flying has always been the safest mode of transport. even safer than like cars or whatever. But the problem is that in recent, I don't know if it's really a numbers issue or like there's just more focus on it, but like there have been a lot of high profile aviation issues in the past year, I think. So like it's getting very worrying for me. And I mean, I know that statistically it's probably not going to affect me, but I'm scared, yeah?
When are you traveling next?
June, yeah. So like,
Don't travel. Okay.
no,
Anyway,
but, I mean, you obviously are not affected. As in, you are not going to be as concerned about it, right? Like, you're
I
just
have to
gonna-
travel, means I have to travel.
Yeah, like exactly.
No
But
choice.
It's scary.
Buy insurance.
Yeah, buy travel insurance, and we'll be taking a short break right after this. Don't go away.
You're listening to Plan B Podcast. The opinions expressed and shared on this podcast are of our own. Welcome to planb.sg.
Stop this right here.